Hey guys, Random Brony, David, Random Annoyance, whatever you want to call me here. The reason why I privated everything on this channel is because, well, I don't really, you know, I don't know, guys. I just really I have to get my meter because my blood is acting up, and that is still something I deal with, and I don't think it's ever going to change. And I get told every time I go to my doctor, if I don't get it under control, I'm gonna get dementia. And you know, I I think at this point, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just no use. It's such a struggle to keep my blood where it's supposed to be, and it changes on me constantly, guys, and that's something that I don't think anybody's ever gonna understand because I'm not saying like my blood sugar changes on the yeah, that's something diabetics deal with on a normal basis. Blood sugar does not stay in one place when you're a diabetic, but my dosage changes on me just over the dumbest things. I have to walk or do something that makes me have to do too much energy, and it changes everything. Like, and I don't know, guys, because let me explain to you something. I used to take 30 units of my night insulin, okay? And you know how much I take now? I take 17. And that works. If I took 30, I'd be dead. Because it would make me so low that I'd be done. But I know I should tell this to a counselor, but honestly, counselors don't help you, I feel. Because I've been to a few of them, and it's just people are like, oh, you got to find the right one. I had one that when I lost my first girlfriend, you guys remember, which we're still friends, by the way, and some people are like, why would you do that? Because I don't know, I'm just not the kind of person that, you know, once I care about somebody, I cared about them for life. And the fact that they don't care about me anymore, that doesn't matter to me. I cared about them, and just because they changed something about themselves or made a mistake or did something, I'm not gonna leave them over that, and I just don't know, guys. Sorry, I'm eating an orange right now because if you heard my meter go off, um, but I don't really know how to put this any way that will make people understand what it's like to wake up and be me. I don't understand. And I'm not saying the things I have I don't appreciate, because I have amazing bikes. I have a moped. I have another moped. Um, my other moped broke yesterday, but that's besides the point. It's something easy to fix, and I'm starting to learn how to fix that. But I don't know, guys. It's just when you have this disease, There's a point when you realize, oh, that's real nice. The thunder happened right when I said that. I don't think you guys heard it, but it is storming. But when you have this disease, once you get old enough, you realize, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to tear up because this is something I just wish, why me, man? Why me? And, especially with my problem, I have my blood going down all the time. And it can't stay on a pattern. My insulin dosage does not stay on a pattern. All that scares me even more. And then when I go to my doctor, they play their scare tactics with me and tell me, oh, if you don't start doing this and doing that, you're going to get dementia and die. And I'm about ready to just lose it on them, dude, because I know this. This isn't something they got to keep telling me. I know it. And there comes a point when you have this disease that you realize a big chunk of your life has just been ripped right away from you. When you get it when you're young, you might not realize it. First thing you're upset about is that you gotta take shots and stuff all the time. But once you get old enough, you start to realize that you have something that is very dangerous. And that's why when I was younger, I acted so lazy and I didn't want to get a job and stuff because I just wanted to enjoy my life. Whatever time I have, I wanted to enjoy it. I didn't want to have a job and waste away my days working, knowing that I ain't gonna live a full, normal life. Knowing that I'm not gonna make it to retirement age. The lifespan for most diabetics is 60 if we're lucky. Of course, maybe I'll live to be 70 because I got it when I was about 10, 11. But I just don't know how to put it any way I can put it, but the reason why I was the way I was when I was young, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to do this. There was all kinds of things I didn't want to do. It's because I just wanted to enjoy my life. Whatever time I have, I wanted to enjoy it. And I stupidly decided to not take care of myself anymore when I lived in the other town a long time ago because I didn't want to live. I was upset because I had to live in a trailer where animals went to the bathroom all over the floor and no one stopped them, and I was second rate to some animals and just I lived in a tiny room that was smaller than a jail cell, and I know because I've been to jail. My room was smaller than a jail cell. If anyone looks up my record, it won't show because it's gone because I went to mental health court. But I got in a fight with my dad and I hit him with my bicycle. I was trying to leave and do the right thing and he grabbed my handlebars, so I pedaled and ran him over. And I didn't know what else to do. I was trying to do the right thing. I had counselors when I was young and they told me when I get upset like that and I want to break stuff and hurt people, they said, go somewhere, do something. And I was trying to do this, and here's my dad grabbing onto the front of my bike, not letting me leave. And this isn't really something I want to talk about anymore because my dad has changed a lot, and my mom too, and they're trying to do better and stuff. And I know I made the Mr. Beast thing that helped me, and there's just a point, guys, when now I see things. Because I have seen so many things where I was getting hopeful and I was like, oh, this is going to work. And it fills me with so much joy and happiness, and then it don't work. And that has happened to me so many times that when something looks like it's starting to happen and then it don't, I abandon it immediately. I do. It's what I do. Just like I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I had my truck, I tell people all the time the reason I couldn't keep my truck is because my diabetes won't let me drive. No, the reason I couldn't keep my truck, guys, is because everyone always had me thinking that I was such a good driver. I could do this, I could do that, and I was a good driver. But the problem was, I couldn't do the test, and I'll never be able to do that test because I can't drive with some stranger in my car I don't know telling me where to go, and I don't know why they don't just update the driving test where you can use GPSs. Unless I use GPSs, I can't drive anywhere. I use GPSs on my e-bikes, on my mopeds, everything. I need a GPS to drive. And once I drive there about 10 or 30 times, I'll lock it in my head and I'll know where I'm going. But if you're taking me on some new place where I don't know where the hell I'm going, I need my GPS. I need it. And the fact that I couldn't have it, and let me tell you guys the first time what happened when I went to take my driver's test. I had my Blazer, right? And this dude was telling me to go around the driving course, and then I had to back up and go all the way around again. And then dude tells me I failed. And he literally pointed at this spot behind the area and told me to go drive there. He was standing right in the spot and pointed his finger down at the ground like, park here. So that's what I did. I didn't read the book because everyone told me I was a good driver. And then after I read that book, oh my God, it messed me up bad because I was freaking out. I was like, oh man, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. I wanted to be so perfect because all my life, all I wanted was a fucking car, man. And I had a truck. And I loved that fucking thing. And I barely even ever got to show it to any of my friends or anything. Barely anyone ever even knew I had it. Guys, me liking cars was not a coincidence. I love cars. And I'd love to be able to wake up in the morning and see a part out in my parking lot of my apartment building, see a car out there that I painted. I did whatever I wanted to because it was my vehicle. I don't care what the world says. I'll put pink tires on my car. If someone don't like my car, kiss my ass. It's my car, not yours. I didn't build it to be fast. How I've always seen cars is they're works of art on wheels. A car is a canvas waiting for you to make it yours. I never seen cars as, oh, I want to race. I want to do this. I want to do that. If you gave me the chance if I had a racetrack, I would try it. But cars are not toys, and there are people out there that treat them like that. They race them. They do burnouts. They do all kinds of stupid crap with their cars. And I get you're just having fun because the world sucks, and I know it does. I know the world sucks more than anybody because I realize every day I'm getting closer and closer to my death. We all are. I mean, that's not nothing different for me. But it's not coming for you as soon as it's coming for me. I mean, you could die in a car crash today. You go outside and get hit by a plane, a bus, a satellite. Anything could happen. But you don't have a set clock that you know it's coming. unless you have something like, God forbid, cancer or, anything like that. And that scares me too. A lot of my family members are starting to get cancer. My brother has testicular cancer. My other brother, well, my dad's brother died of stomach cancer 3 years ago. My mom has kidney disease, which is great that we have that in our bloodline because I have diabetes, and that's already something I have to worry about. My mom's sister got colon cancer. I think another one of my dad's family members got colon cancer. And I mean, my wife has to really worry about it too because her family members just drop like flies from it, and sometimes I think maybe that's a good thing we're together because maybe we won't have to live without each other that long. And now I don't even care how long I live. It's not about that. It's about I just don't want anything to happen to me before her. She does so much for me. And I could never repay everything she does for me. I can't do anything because I'm a fucking loser. Everything I try to fucking do, I tried to drive for Uber. They told me if I got a moped, I could drive for Uber Eats, DoorDash. I had my mom get me that black one. No, they won't. I tried to customize my Hot Wheels and sell those. No one ever wants one. I tried to sell my doubles, and people were hitting me up on Facebook and wanting them, and they just never respond again. I wish just some fucking way I could go and work at where my wife works. I mean, we're not even married, for fuck's sake, but I call her my wife because we totally would be if the state knew we were married. They wouldn't make her pay for my diabetes supplies, and then if something does happen to me when I'm gone, she's got to pay for that. And I love her too much to do all that. Just like I love my child too much to have them be born. Because if they were born, they'd get diabetes. And I wish I did have something when something happens to me. I could leave all my cars too. And my bikes and everything, but I know when something happens to me and my wife were gone, all my bikes, my cars, my things I made, all of it, it's just gonna be gone. Like I never even was here. And it makes me so sad for my cars and my bikes and my vehicles and all that. I have no one to leave stuff to. And I'm not saying that I'm really sick and I'm gonna die very soon, because as of right now, they tell me all the time I'm gonna get dementia. This is gonna happen, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I should be dead in the ground right now because I died at the hospital. Basically, what happened, guys, is my brain shut off and reset my whole body. Okay? That happened to me. That was around the time when, if you guys have been on this channel, my wife, or not my wife, my girlfriend, she was like my wife, supposed to be, but, things changed, and, that's fine. But my ex-girlfriend, that was the time I got out of the hospital, and then she broke up with me after that. And I'm not saying that was right. That wasn't the right time, really, to do that after I pretty much just had the death and came back to life. I was so happy. I had a new lease on life. I was like, dude, I just died and came back to life, bro. I'm like, maybe I'm different. Maybe I won't die early. And sometimes I really believe maybe I won't. Because there are things with me that are not normal for most diabetics. Most diabetics, they get a cut or something, it takes them a long ass time to heal. I get a small little cut or something, it's gone within like a day and a half. I heal super fast. And if I get sick, it ain't even that bad. I could be sick enough to throw up and stuff, and I'm gonna still be out there driving my bike and doing what I gotta do. Sometimes my blood, guys, is gone down to 36. When I worked at my job, my blood went down to 25. And I heard most people at like 30 or something, or even 60 or 50 or 40 or stuff like that, they can't walk or move or think. They at least can't think. Me, I can. I can. So, I think all the time, maybe my doctors don't know what the heck they're talking about when it comes to me. I'm very different. And, everybody really is if you think about it. But, it's not supposed to be different when it comes to chemistry stuff, like how your body works and stuff. But I really do think that there's something different about me. Because I should not have survived what I survived. I mean, it's possible to survive, but my liver, my kidneys, my stomach, all kinds of things in my body should have been damaged. At least one thing should have been damaged. And I think about it all the time, and I think maybe my pancreas got damaged. Maybe it's trying to start up again and work, because you tell me how in the hell I used to take 30 units of insulin about 5 or 6 years ago, and now I'm down to 17. When you get older, your blood sugar is not supposed to make you have to take less. It's supposed to make you have to take more, not less. From the research I've done, it seems like when you get older, because I remember my doctor told me when I was younger that my favorite doctor when I was younger and I was a little kid, that was my favorite doctor. He was the best one I ever had. I barely ever had any problems when I had him, but after I got to be 18, he couldn't see me anymore. And he was a really cool doctor. And he'd get on you if you didn't do stuff right, but, that's because he cared about his patients. He didn't want to see you die. And he knows diabetes is a very serious thing. And, I wish people would just make something where, you could print organs and, make them from, stem cell research and crap. And then, if you got kidney disease and your kidneys shut down, big deal. Just get a new one. No, I wouldn't be cheap because pharmaceutical companies are evil. Let me tell you guys something. My diabetes meter that lets me know what my blood is, it broke for a little bit. And I'm not going to say it wasn't my fault, but my doctor told me I was supposed to get a new one every year. Well, it's been almost 2 years I've had this meter. Well, no, almost 3, actually. 2.5. And they told me, they were like, my insurance denied me. They're like, oh, you can't do that. So, I did what I had to do. I needed that device. I don't have the money to get one. So what I do, I went and bought another one, switched it out, took that one back, got my money back. I made it look like it was brand new. I put a new screen over the top that I made out of plastic and everything. And I took it back. I don't care that I ripped off some pharmaceutical company. They rip people off all the time. They rip people off for things they literally need to live. That's disgusting. But no, I had to do what I had to do to make sure I had my diabetes place. I wasn't going to make my girl pay $400 for some stupid small smartphone looking thing. And then my smartphone would have worked for it, but oh, guess what? They updated the app. You couldn't use it no more. You have to have an iPhone to use the stupid meter, and I am never buying an Apple product in my life because all that company wants is money, 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 money. Apple is so stupid, and I don't get why anybody wants Apple, but if you do, that's up to you. I don't know why you want it, but if you want it, that's fine. I take Microsoft and Android. I'd never have a Microsoft phone because my mom used to have one of those when they first came out. Nah. That phone, I hated that phone. She let me play games on it when I was younger, and I hated that phone. But I just really want people to know that if anyone, you thought I was lazy, and I was when I was younger, but I had a reason for it. It wasn't just for the sake of being lazy. It's because when I turned, I'd say probably about 15 or 14, maybe even 13. I think 13. When I turned about 13, my whole life changed. I started realizing that, you know, what I had was very serious, and I had to worry about dying at an early age. And I realized that from a very young age because my cousin had diabetes. And he talked to me about it when he was there. And yeah, I'm going to die early or whatever. He's like, I don't really care. I don't even know if he's still alive anymore. I think he's like 40 or something if he is. And if he's already dead, oh God, I ain't got much longer. I'm 25, 26. I don't know how old I am, but I'm almost 30. My wife is 30 next year. Yeah, I always tell people, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it to the age of 30, and I'm almost there, and I'm not too sick and unhealthy. I mean, my blood sugar is a nightmare, but I'm not like, I'm not like on death's door right now. And, sometimes I'm like, man, maybe I need to look at that and be like, yeah, I shouldn't be worried, but I don't know. I don't really want to die from my diabetes, and I don't want to leave my wife behind, but it's the same thing sometimes. I'm just like, man, I just don't want to wake up tomorrow. Because I feel like I have nothing to look forward to in my life. I have peaked. There's nothing I can do. I can't do any work to achieve or accomplish anything because my body literally will quit on me. It won't let me do anything. I mean, shit, if someone would hire me for voice acting or doing something on a computer, I'd prefer voice acting. I'm good with computers, but I'm not good enough where I would trust myself to have a job. But if someone wanted to, I could try. I'd definitely try. But I wish I could get a voice acting job with a cartoon or something because all my life I've done random voices and sound effects and crap. It's just what I've done. That and Hot Wheels and toy cars is what I have done. I've given up on ponies. They don't exist as far as I'm concerned. I know I said brony for life, but how can you be a brony when Hasbro doesn't even make ponies anymore? They don't. They don't make them. I hate the new My Little Pony. I really wish there would have been an adult version because if there would have, maybe there would be merch still, and that was a sacrifice I was willing to make. They should have made the one they have, and then they should have continued G4 as like an adult one. There would have been so much money to be made there. But I don't know. I really don't know. I just didn't want to leave this channel with you guys maybe thinking I died or something. So, I felt like I put a video on here. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like, I've retired. I still got a couple channels out there if you can find them. I won't name them because I don't want people to know it's me. Because I just want to kind of rebrand myself and start all over again. But I do have a couple of new channels that I use frequently. One of them I barely touch, but the other one I use at least once or twice, 3, 4 times a week. And it's nothing like you guys would be used to seeing here. So, yeah. But I won't tell anybody what it is. If you find it, you find it. I don't want to get cheats from subscribers by telling people. Because you tell a friend, they're going to subscribe. You tell them, they're going to do it to help you. I want to build something on my own that no one knows who I am, and I don't want any help doing it. That's what I want to do. And one of my channels is starting to be that way. Hell, I even got maybe a sponsorship coming. Maybe. But, this channel's dead. You know. I debated whether or not I even wanted to make this video. But I felt like I need to leave you guys with something. You know, I don't know. But this channel's dead. Random Brony's dead. There'll never be another video on that channel. You know, it's just dead. I'm retiring these channels. I want to start all over. I don't want people to know my past if I get brand deals and stuff. Because I'm serious, one of my channels is getting pretty big. I get more views than my wife per video. But no one would ever know it's me. Unless you know my voice. And if you do and you find it, please do not reveal who I used to be. Because you will literally ruin my chances at maybe making something for myself. Because if a corporation figures out like all the controversial shit I've done on my other channels, they might not want to sponsor me. And you know, I really want this sponsorship because this could be really big for me. It's not going to fix my diabetes. Money is not going to fix that. But if I had my own money, I could make things better. I could have a better life for myself and my wife. And then maybe if I had enough, she wouldn't have to work anymore and she could be home and with me all the time. You know, I wouldn't care if, you know, we were working together or not. I just want to be with her. That's it. Because like I said, guys, I'm just so upset and angry all the time that I can't get my stuff under control, and I know it's damaging me, and I know it's going to come to get me. And I just want to spend as much time with my wife as I possibly can, but she works so much, and she has hobbies she likes to do and stuff, and I understand that. I do. And I'm not upset at her about that. I know she needs things to do on her own. But it's like all the time she's off, we have to go somewhere, we have to pay bills, we have to do this, we have to do that. And I just never really get enough time with her. I feel like I'm all by myself. And it's not her fault. It's the stupid way things are. And they really should consider diseases that take people's lives early. The government should consider that as disabled. Because why do I have to work until I'm 60 when that's about when I'm going to die? You know? And here I am again sounding like, oh, I'm lazy, I don't want to work. If I could work, I would. Because I loved working. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't say you can't work. If you can work and you like it, do it. I loved my job as a janitor at that factory. But it didn't last. Actually, that job's probably one of the worst things I ever did for my health, because after I did that, that's when this started. And
I don't think I'll ever be able to fix it. Ever. I mean, I've thought of maybe trying to sit down for the whole year and just watch TV and do nothing, but I can't do that. I have responsibilities and we have to pay bills, and I'm the driver. I'm basically my wife's chauffeur with bikes. Would be with a car, but no, it's with bikes. And I don't pedal them or anything, but all the walking I do in the stores and all that crap is like, I don't know. But then if I don't do too much stuff, after a while my blood starts getting too high and it's just, I can't win. There's no middle ground. There really isn't. There is no middle ground. It's just either it's high or it's low. There's no middle. And I know you guys know I don't have a good relationship with God, but I've been trying. I've been begging. I've been telling him, dude, please, I'm sorry. I was just upset and mad because why me, bro? Why me? I went through so much as a kid, and I'm not going to say I was a good kid because I was awful. I was only awful because I was brought up in an awful situation. Just like they say, bullies are bullies because of their situation. That's true. It's very true, and I can tell you for a fact it is because that's why I was kind of a bully for a while. I was. But I don't really know what else to say. I mean, there's so much more I think I want to say, but I don't know how to say it. I just wish there was help out there. No counseling, no anything is really going to help. I mean, it'd help a bunch if I could get my disability or something, but it's never going to happen. It'd help a bunch if I could get some of my own money where I got like twice what my wife gets, and then she could stay home with me all the time. And spend all the time in the world with me. And who cares if I can't work? She's here. That's all I need. I'm still gonna be upset about so many things I can't do, like drive and work. After a while, I think it'd blow away if she was here all the time. But I don't know, guys. I just wanted to make this video and say some things before I completely abandon this channel. And after this, I don't know what I'm going to feel like in the future, you know? Maybe in a few years or whatever, this could come back, but probably not. Most likely, I don't want this channel anymore. But if you watch it, and I don't know if any of you guys remember me from Twitter or anything, but I used to have some friends when I started this channel, and I just want to let you guys know, if you still watch these videos and you're still out there, thanks for talking to me and stuff when you did. Thank you for being my friend, and I'm really sorry to Sketchy Random Pony. Um, I'm pretty sure that was your name. I know I pushed my breakup on you and me and my girl got in a fight, and I'm really sorry. And I really missed when we used to video call and stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes if you're any of my friends and I don't really talk to you, if people don't voice chat me and video call me, I really don't want to talk that much, if I'm being honest. And I am. Once someone doesn't really want to talk to me anymore, like over voice, I'm just not really interested. I don't like typing, and I've always preferred video chatting or voice chatting, and I do not like typing. I just do not like it. It's inconvenient, and I don't know how to spell, and I hate talking to my phone and having it type for me 'cause sometimes it doesn't work right, and it's very frustrating. But there it goes again. It hasn't hit the dangerous level yet, at least, because it's at 76. It's not dangerous until it's at 60, from what I've seen. It has to hit like 69, 70 is even okay, from what I looked up on Google. So I've been trying to keep it there, and I've been doing a pretty good job. I used to go low about 2 or 3 times a day, but again, I just wanted to say, I doubt you guys are even still here, but MLP Snowlight, MLP Dash Girl, MLP Aqualight. I know you guys were younger than me at the time, and I was always weirded out about talking to you guys, because I was like 13 or 15, and you guys were like 7, 8, 9, 10, or whatever. I don't remember how old you were. And people were like, oh, pedophile or something. No, it wasn't anything like that. I just liked talking to people, because I never really had friends growing up, and I lived out in the middle of literally nowhere growing up, and the only person I ever had that was a friend was this kid that drove around a go-kart, and he was like way older than me. I think he was like almost 17 or something. And then I had this girl that stayed in a crummy trailer down the road, that she would come and babysit me, and she was like my friend. And then I had a friend that lived in the back of us, and our dads hated each other, so he'd sneak over sometimes and play with me on my trampoline. And my parents didn't care, but after his family found out, yeah, he was in trouble. And he used to come over a lot and try to hang out with me. But, you know, I had a lot of neat friends, but all my friendships never last. I've met cool people, and I met this guy. It was the coolest person I ever met. He's dead now. He had a disease where his lungs, he had a ticking clock, and as soon as he hit a certain age, his lungs were going to collapse and he was dead. And he's gone. He's gone now. His brother's still around, but I don't really talk to him that much because he moved away. But yeah, all my friends on Twitter, if any of you guys are still here, when I used to have this channel named David W or Wyant, but I wouldn't feel weird if you guys commented or wanted to chat on Instagram. I don't have my Twitter anymore because they kicked me off for violating terms, which was weird because I wasn't on there in like 9 years, 7, 9 years, and I got on there to look at something and it said, oh, you've been banned from Twitter or kicked or whatever, and I was like, what? I didn't do anything. I don't know if someone hacked my account and did it or something. I don't know. But I was going through a lot of stuff and I kind of went silent, and I'm sorry. And I really am sorry to Sketchy Random Pony. I really am. I'm sorry. You were a really fun friend to talk to, and you actually lived in my state, and I was hoping one day we could meet up and actually hang out. But, yeah. And that sounds weird again, because like I said, they were younger than me. they weren't. That one wasn't too much younger than me, but the other ones, it was a bit weird. But I remember Rainbow Soda. I talked to your parents and they liked me too, and that was kind of nice. And I'm being kind of weird, but I don't know. I almost felt like sometimes I babysitted you or something, and I don't know. I don't know. You're a really good friend of mine, and I doubt you're even here anymore. But if you are, hi. I still think about you guys sometimes. I think about when we used to video chat and we stayed up late at night and laughed at memes and stuff and the ponies and stuff like that. And I did my voices for my characters and I made you guys OCs in my videos and stuff. But, yeah. Really sorry I haven't mentioned you guys in a long time. I guarantee you probably didn't stay for the end of this video. But if anyone knows who I'm talking about, you can get in contact with them. If you could, that'd be pretty cool, because I miss talking to you guys and stuff, so yeah, especially you, Sketchy Random Pony. I know your real name, but I won't say it. But I'm really sorry. I know I've messaged you on Hangouts and stuff and told you how sorry I was, and you just never seem to see it, because pretty sure you hate me, but I'm really sorry. Really am. Sorry about involving you and me and my ex-girlfriend's drama. I really am. I didn't even really understand at the time what I did. It was so bad, and now that I'm a bit older, I do. I wasn't the smartest person back then, and I probably have stuff to learn because I never really had that many social interactions and stuff and knew that much stuff, you know. So, really sorry. I had a friend that was with. I understand how you feel now because I had a friend that I was friends with his girlfriend and him, and they broke up, and it was pretty hard on me. I never had something like that happen, but I understand how you felt now, and I'm sorry. I really am. But yeah, if you guys are still around, I wouldn't mind saying hi or something. But I prefer, like I said, to talk on voice chat or video chat. If you don't want a video chat, I understand. I just sound like some weirdo. I mean, it's a bit less weird that I have a wife, but it's still weird. But I don't know. You guys were pretty fun friends I had. I remember staying up late at night. My parents would be screaming and fighting in the living room, and I'd be on Twitter talking to you guys, laughing, just ignoring all the violence going on outside. But yeah. Thanks for being friends when I needed somebody to talk to back then. Thank you. Those were a lot really happy times for me. And sometimes I try to figure out how I can go back to that, but I just don't know. I've changed so much as a person, and sometimes I don't even feel like doing my hobbies or anything anymore. But okay. Thank you guys if you watched this whole thing. Um, this is Random Brony, Random Annoyance. Whatever the heck this channel's name is anymore. Signing off. Goodbye. If you find me, my other 2 channels, cool. If not, this is goodbye. But if you find my other channels, please just don't make it obvious who I used to be. Because I don't want to be random brony or random annoyance anymore. Alright. Final video. Everything on here is going to stay privated, so. Besides this. So. Goodbye.